Greetings, Black Light, Elder Black Light, your motivator, coordinator, counselor. I'm not a teacher or a preacher. I'm just a brother that can see, because I got 7 decades behind me. Experience is the best teacher. And I try to be woke. Try to be like the all-seeing eye. You got to have critical thinking and you got to have vision and imagination nowadays. Because the black man and black woman has a natural enemy. And on YouTube, you got trolls and other agencies that know that the YouTube is a powerful weapon. They've been using television and radio and publication to brainwash us, to keep us locked down in their program for a long, long time. They use their schools and everything. So they're using YouTube because YouTube is really powerful, because it's something that you could express yourself with. Quite naturally, it's for the people. But like I say, it could be used for good or bad. It's a tool, really, to get your point of view across, like freedom of speech or whatever. But when truth starts coming out, they're going to make an effort to shut your freedom of speech down. They don't mind you having freedom of speech as long as you don't know what you're talking about. But when you start telling the truth and you're getting the attention of them people, because the real truth penetrates, especially to the wide awake people, regardless of if they're Caucasian or if they're the original man. Because the Caucasian never sleeps. He got his scientists working 24/7. But the black man, he's barely getting awoke now, and his scientists, most of his scientists work for the black man. Scientists work for the Caucasian, because they believe in money. But when God made you, according to the Bible, for all you Christians, just think of this. For all you Christians, in Genesis, the Bible, it talks about gold and rubies and jewels and stuff up in the Genesis. I don't know the exact chapter or verse, whatever, but it tells you about gold and rubies and precious stones and stuff. But God said, he told man, he said, You can either this, you can have this, and you can deal with this, but just don't deal with that one tree over there. But he didn't say you got to go. He didn't say you have to pay for it because somebody else growed it for you and packaged it. You know, he didn't tell you to pay for it. He didn't say you had to pay taxes to live on the earth. He said, "Oh, this is yours," and well, I guess you know he gave it to the man to share. So you ain't got to buy. Why you got to buy to live on a piece of land? That land or this earth, this belongs to everybody. So he leaves it to us for us to share with each other and look out for each other, make sure that our brothers and sisters have what we have. And if a brother and sister, you know, have difficulty in some kind of way, they might be crippled or something, man, or blind or something. We supposed to help them out. Or too old. You're supposed to help them out. And he didn't made it for us to kill each other, you know, have wars and stuff like that. He didn't say nothing like that. He didn't say, if this dude, you don't like the way this dude look, go and kill him, beat him up or whatever. He didn't say go and take something from somebody, you know. So how is it that we done got to this point in time where we got soldiers, we got policemen, we got thieves and robbers and diseases. He didn't make no diseases either. Everything God made was good. So where did all this stuff come from? So we got an enemy, whether or not you want to believe it or not. Now, those of us who know that we got an enemy, how are we going to deal with them? Well, the enemy has been aggressing upon the black man and black woman for 400 or 500 years. We're really longer than that, but we just going to speak of our dwelling here in America. And he's got he done wiped almost all the Indians out. And he can't hardly do nothing with the black man. But the black man, the only thing he could do with the black man is put him in jail and make a slave out of him, you know. As well as he been trying to kill him, but shit, we ain't dying, we multiplying. You know. He the one that's coming up short. So the only way he could deal with us is to divide and conquer, to make a long story short. Now, the best way to deal with this man right here is don't participate. Separate. And, you know, if the police is killing your women, beating your women up, don't pay taxes. Just like the United States ain't nothing but a great big plantation corporation. When I was working out at Dodge Main here in Detroit, we had some workers to organize themselves. They call themselves drum. And when they didn't get what they deserved and was supposed to have, they went out on strike. They save up, you know, rations so they could go out on strike for 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, you know. And sometimes they ran out of their savings, but they crippled the automotive companies with the strikes, and the automotive companies had to reach their demands. So we're going to say that the United States is a plantation corporation, and if they don't give us what we want, we go out on strike. Just save up. You don't have to put it in no bank, because one day it's going to be a cashless, gunless society. You don't know when it's going to happen. So you save up your money. And stay tuned, because we're going to cut this one short. It'll tell you the best way to do it. Now, I've been advocating block clubs. Block clubs is a way to do things, to get things done. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because possession is 9/10 of the law. So we occupying this land. They call, when your concentration of an ethnic group is in one area, they call it the ghetto. So we gonna make it ours. We just take it over, build on it ourselves, because we the people supposed to be the government. You don't supposed to be separate. And then in these block clubs, we organize black militias, to regulate the neighborhoods. Some of these brothers out here, like New Era and FOI, they already got a military type thing. So, we're going to continue with this on another time, and, get deeper into it, depending on how many views I get out of this. But if I don't get that many, I'm going to cut it short, But I will do it on another day, but I'm not going to make it my priority. Just remember, they're trying to, with all this Umar Johnson and stuff, they're trying to distract you from strategizing. That's why I got that chessboard out there. This ain't checkers, it's chess. This is Black Light.